So these players are actually loading into the game right now. In just a moment, we'll get to see their mulligan decisions, and we'll be headed straight up into game 1 of this 4th match.
Okay, and here we go. We're going to see the mulligan of Domino's Pizza first, who is playing Control Warrior with my favorite Baron Geddon. Aw.
Baron Geddon. He's got Baron Geddon in the deck. Really fluffy guy. You know, you just give him a hug and snuggle up a little bit.
That's right. He spreads some love and warmth to every minion on the table.
Circle of love.
I like this card against Hunter in particular because they have doggies to clear up and just low health guys. We've got Dominus with a very quick mulligan. He kept Savannah High Main, which is a very high cost card to have kept, but justified because he can start off with the Web Spinner.
Yeah, High Main is one of the critical cards against Warrior. I've played the Hunter versus Warrior side of this matchup much more frequently than the other way around. You played the Warrior side. So he's starting off pointing out a cruel Taskmaster, just getting rid of the Web Spinner. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Crush. If you're going to get something against a slow deck like Control Warrior, King Crush is maybe not as high as Savannah High Main on that list of what you want, but it is up there.
That's right. You're right, Reels. I have played the Warrior versus Hunter matchup quite a few times, and it's one of the reasons why I actually stopped playing Warrior. It's because the Hunters were just beating me up.
Oh no. So Domino's Pizza going to be needing a really strong hand then perhaps, or some really strong lines of play in order to come out as a winner with the Warrior control deck. Warrior control is very, very powerful. There's a lot of really powerful cards that can be difficult to deal with. But Hunter does have a lot of answers. A lot of ways to sort of take things out easily.
That's right. Domino's Pizza does have a good start. Has something to do all of the opening turns. Now, the unfortunate... Oh, is he considering attacking with the weapon? He thought about it. One of the things about Hunter, though, is their ability to just continue the pressure. And the big bad news card, and the card that Dominus wisely kept in his opening hand, is the Savannah High Main.
Yeah, Savannah High Main does seem like one of the critical cards in the matchup. If you're playing Hunter and you ever tracking and you see 2 Savannah High Mains, you're pretty sad.
Yep. Dominus got Misha. That has got to be one of the better ones.
So he just throws down the Unstable Ghoul, armors up. It's not terrible, but he doesn't have a good answer for Misha immediately. So Misha sticks around. It's going to start to do some work. Dominus picks up a Mad Scientist. Also a really strong card. How do you deal with traps as the Warrior player? Are the freezing and explosive traps usually pretty difficult to deal with?
Oh, you're absolutely right there. The traps are just devastating because each time there's a trap, you almost have to think about that might be freezing trap whenever you play your big one guy, and then you can't even attack with your guy.
Yeah, I imagine freezing trap in particular is a scary thought. Even if you see a trap on the opposing side of the board, you hope it's not a freezing, but you act as if it is.
Right. Domino's Pizza had the opportunity to clear off Misha if he wanted to by attacking with the Armor Smith and his weapon. But it seems like he's found a line that he likes even more because now he can still attack into the bear, but he's going to get at least 2 armor out of this. A tough line of thought, but Dominus is choosing the board clear option, and then his natural flow with the mana is the Mad Scientist and the hero ability.
So this does leave Dominus with the initiative here. He's got 2 minions in play against just the Fiery War Axe. But Domino's Pizza does have 31 effective life still. Big Game Hunter and Black Knight are not necessarily what you want, though.
That's right. Domino's Pizza does at least have a rare opportunity to Black Knight something, which is something he's got to be thinking about. It's like, do I want to save the Black Knight, which is my only play the next turn, to hit that Misha, or do I want to kill the Misha right now? And he's probably thinking about, well, I do have a comfortable life total. So there's a debate right now to whether to execute or not, and then if not, then maybe you just shield block, armor up.
I think I'd be really, really scared. I probably would just execute anyways. I agree that Black Knight is something that you don't usually get good use out of, but considering the risk of something exactly like Savannah High Main coming down next turn,
right,
I wouldn't want to have that and Misha in play at the same time staring me down.
Yeah, one of the things that Domino's Pizza just did, which I was thinking about whether or not I would do in this situation is he just did shield block over armoring up. Given his high life total, I think there might have been enough time to do the armor up instead of the shield block, which, of course, the shield block is a strictly better, powerful move right now. If the game goes on long enough, you get an extra 2 health by just shield blocking.
So Mad Scientist went down, and the trap that he got was Freezing Trap.
Ooh. And,
So-
of course, turn 6 Savannah High Main into an empty board. That is the nightmare for Warrior. I spent many a night, like, tossing and turning in my bed.
Oh,
How do
no.
I deal with this? And ultimately, I even, like, I put Tink Master in the deck for a time.
There aren't a lot of good answers that Warriors have to something like Savannah Hyman. It usually takes at least multiple cards for them to deal with it, and Domino's Pizza just armor up pass.
Yeah.
Dominus now has full control of the board.
That Savannah High Main, no immediate answer to it, no obvious answer to it next turn, and Dominus keeps up the pressure with a Misha.
Misha number 2, 4 health minion. Even Huffer sometimes is a welcome sight for the Warrior control player, especially if they have something like Slam or Cleave. Misha, just huge. The Axe can't even deal with it by itself, so Domino's Pizza picks up a Faceless Manipulator.
That's good because you can copy one of the best minions in the game, but unfortunately it's better on the Hunter's side because oh, right, of course, Black Knight. That poor Misha. That was the worst one he could have rolled. I'd forgotten about Mr. Black Knight there.
No, it's good for Domino's Pizza that he gets to have a use out of the Black Knight now.
Right.
He's still really kind of behind. There's that Freezing Trap there waiting, and that Savannah High Main is going to probably be able to attack multiple times as far as we know.
Right. Savannah High Main. We should have like a Savannah High Main damage tracker because that thing. Oh man, Savannah High Main number 2.
All right, High Main number 2 is here, and he's on 8 mana now with 9 mana next turn. Oh, it's definitely. I would be so tempted to just play the High Main and just ready to play King Crush next turn, not even kill command the guy, let the Freezing Trap take care of it. I'd be so tempted.
Like, my first instinct is, of course, to play Savannah High Main and then Hero Ability as well. Dominus, though, was just counting out the massive amount of damage he's got in his hand.
Yeah, absolutely huge. The thing is that even if he could play King Crush next turn, there's a chance he'll be able to win outright without it. And then we won't be able to see it, which is unfortunate, but Black Knight, if it attacks in any way, is going to just run into that Freezing Trap. He does have to get rid of it eventually.
This situation looks so grim from the Warriors side. You've got an 8-drop, which is just a 4-attack charge. You've got Alex Straza, which is not going to... It could deal 10 damage to the opponent, but then you won't be able to finish it off. Big Game Hunter targets nothing. Execute. Even if he manages to kill a Lion, his hyena buddies will be there.
Yeah, Domino's Pizza definitely trying to figure out if there's some miraculous line of play that can save him here. It's not going to be easy. I have to imagine that Dominus is the clear favorite to win the game at this point.
Right.
This is not the type of board you ever want to be staring down if you're the Control Warrior player.
And of course, he's got to be thinking about, well, we know that Dominus has a really good turn 9 and 10 follow-up. He was counting up the turn 9 for King Crush, of course, and then turn 10 can be Kill Command Leroy Jenkins for 10 mana.
It sure could. The damage is not going to be stopping anytime soon. He does trigger the Freezing Trap. He had to figure out what it was.
Right.
Black Knight comes back to the hand. Even Loatheb showing up now, which could even restrict his opponent further.
And that is lethal, actually, with Kill Command Leroy Jenkins' Hero Ability.
Yep, so he finds the line of play that just ends it right now. It's too bad we don't get to see King Crush come out from
That's
that
a shame.
the web spinner King Crush. That would have been great, and it is even pretty good against Control Warrior if you're going to pick it up, but he just has all the damages.
You can imagine Dominus being like, ho ho ho, I still had about 40 damage for you.
Yeah, the damage was not stopping anytime soon. So game 1 goes to Hunter against Warrior Control. It actually sort of highlights a really strong sort of understanding of the matchup on behalf of Dominus there. Holding on to the Savannah High Main, going first, right in its opening hand. 6 mana card, yeah, I'll keep that.